Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to Divine Intuitions. Today I am doing a 3-pile 2024 prediction. So take this moment to allow yourself to be drawn to whatever stone here in these 3 piles. What gravitates you to the pile the most? What is calling and yearning for your soul to hear? Whatever pile you pick, there is a message in there for you. This is not a mistake. You are not here. You are here for a reason. So take this next moment and really take and pick what pile gravitates towards you the most. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome pile 1. Today I am switching it up and we are picking from 3 piles. So as you could see in the beginning of this video, there are 3 different decks that we are running through, and whatever stone pile cards we're pulling and gravitating towards you, calling your name for whatever reason, this pile 1 is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with my oracle cards and see where we are at pile 1. Oh, we already have a major arcana balance flying out at us at this time. We've got major arcana fertility, the Empress energy. What else do we have? Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels. I am truly grateful. So we are already starting off with some powerful, strong energy. It looks like there is, I'm going to keep pulling cards. There is a strong desire for balance in your home life, and it seemed to be getting it. So a lot of what I felt with when meditating on your cards pile 1 was a lot of perseverance through these times, these trials and tribulations of trying to figure out where you stand in your life, aside from your family. Right? Like, I feel like you've been working so hard to start a family. We've got that fertility card here. And so it looks like through, all of these, again, these trials and tribulations, like something's actually going to happen for you. So that may not resonate with all of you, but you were drawn to this pile for a reason. So comment below if that fertility card, that Empress energy, is indeed coming at you strong, right? Is that something that correlates in why you gravitated towards this pile? All right, we've got my beautiful wisdom cards under here. Let's keep going. So yeah, this is a month. We just started the new year, my beautiful pile 1. And we are going into a time, excuse me, where communication is key. Things are rapidly changing as they have been, but 2024 exceptionally, this is the year of the dragon. And so what is happening is that things are finally, you worked so hard all of 2023, that things are finally coming into fruition, which again, signifies this need for balance and trying to figure out what works best for you. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to just pull all of your cards and then we will talk about this pile 1. I hope you beautiful souls are doing well out there. I hope you had a wonderful new year. So this is for your 2024 predictions. Okay, so we're going into 2024. We're seeing what lies ahead. That was a lot. He said, take that back. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what else does pile 1 need to know in regards to the year to come? So yeah, there's lots of focus on the family at this time. Like I said, if you have been trying to conceive, a child might be coming into your life. You may know somebody that is very close to you that will be pregnant. But I do keep hearing that it is time. This is time. This year is going to be time. So we've got my beautiful fairy deck. Here we go. And then we're just going to grab a spirit animal at the very end of this reading. Okay, let's dive in beautiful pile 1. This is a collective reading for whoever was drawn towards this pile. For whatever reason, you are here for that reason, for a reason. So there is definitely a message in here for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We're starting off very strongly, right? This year is starting off with the need for balance, right? The number 11, major arcana. This is an absolute beauty of a card because this is just, look at this aura around this individual. Number 11, 1-1, may be significant to you. So if you're seeing that number, you know, that's that angel number 11, 11. They keep telling me that you're seeing 11 all the time. So the need for balance, we've got the swords, we've got the cups, we've got the pentacles, and we've got the wands. So you're all up in your feelings. You're trying to take action. You're just like, everything's kind of pulling one arm this way and one arm that way, but in a good way, right? For the first time, I feel like you're finally like, okay, everything's pulling me and I want to go in all the directions, which is phenomenal. And that leads us into, you know, going into pulling yourself into that direction. Not only do we start with that single aura, but look at this double aura, number 3, Empress energy here. This is another major event happening this year. Okay, so the fact that, you know, take what resonates, but somebody here is definitely going to be bearing a child, right? And it's, I think with the balance factor, or taking care of your niece or nephew, you know, there's something that has to do with the baby and finding that balance in this new life, okay? Finding the balance that you need in order to pursue and be successful at this new life, right? And I see you being very successful because we've got the 4 of Wands here, this foundation and achievements. This is all about family. You can see the rainbow and the family holding each other. You know, this doesn't have to be by blood. If this is just, you know, sometimes family are friends, right? But it's a foundation that you have been working very diligently to achieve. And this year I see this happening. Let's go ahead and see what else we have for the year to come. We've got the great mystery. Yes. And we've got the 11 again. So the 11 is underneath the 11, which is, I didn't even see that. It was hidden underneath this card here. The great mystery, right? When I read that 11, there was that 11 that kind of turned on as a light for me to see this great mystery happening. Let's read what it says. I reveal the wisdom keys of your destiny. That's exactly like all of these 3 cards for this year. This is just clarifying that indeed there is something that is that's going to happen that is absolutely beautiful for you in the year to come. It's going to give you great reward. It's going to give you inner peace that you've never experienced before, that you've been thriving for. They're telling me even before 2023. They're telling me that you've been thriving since like maybe it's like since COVID hit in 2020, something of that sort. And right underneath the Empress, that fertility card, we've got number 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, so we've got lots of synchronicities of the number, number 1. And it says your body's power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple. I mean, come on. Look at the beautiful card in this. And this is exactly, this is this person, not female or not gender specific, but this is definitely relating to that fertility card. Your fierce ability, your body's ability to literally conquer anything. And that definitely has to do with the baby here, okay? Oh my goodness. Celebrate your temple, which, you know, baby or no baby, this is before, during, and after, you know, conception, is really remembering after all of this and having these wishes come true to take care of yourself, right? Lots of water. Try to sleep. I know it's very difficult, easier said than done. Get into a class such as yoga, something soft on your body, you know, gentle-ish on your body, right? And then we've got the number 3 here, the authenticity. I open the way of truth. And that's right underneath this 4 of Wands, that foundations and achievements with your family, authenticity. Okay. And look at this warrior, just very complacent with what they have achieved towards the end of the year. Okay. Then that's what I'm saying. You finally, this year is all about finding that balance and really achieving greatness within your mind, body, and soul and the people around you, okay? Let's keep going. Yeah, we're starting the year off. We've got the balance. We've got the great mystery. What is to come? There's all these questions like, is my hard work going to pay off in 2024? And this basically solidifies, yes. We've got the judgment. So you've been kind of, I see this in the past year, you're tooting your horn, you're watching everybody kind of fall, and there's a river to still cross, right? You have this judgment in the place of, you know, you kind of got to the place of whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm done worrying about it, right? That's how you've started the year. Okay. We are already, what are we on? The 3rd today. We're 3 days into the new year, and, you know, people are waving their flags. People are doing whatever, you know, unnecessary things that they need to do, whether it's drinking, staying up too late, not sleeping. And you're just watching these people fall, and you're ready to not be like that. Okay. So they're telling me that you may have started the year sober, for the first time. I take what resonates. But it's definitely different. Okay. I feel like there's this difference. You're like, okay, you're complacent in where you're at, and you're over, you know, dealing with the nonsense. And moving on to the middle of the year, again, underneath your body's power, that fertility, there we have the Tower. Now, because we've got such powerful energy coming from that major arcana number 3, that Empress energy and your body's power, this Tower moment, you know, Tower moments aren't always bad. This Tower moment, to me, because it's underneath these beautiful warrior cards, it shows me that this is going to be a big change in your life. This new adventure, whether it is a new baby or this idea that you have, you know, it could be starting a new business if you are single and you're not with anybody. If you're retired, it could be that you've had this idea your whole life to try and, you know, get an RV and travel the world. Like, this Tower moment is a big change. Things are, you know, have fallen apart for you over the last year to build to this beautiful moment in your life of creation, okay, and adventure. Okay, so that Tower moment is a very positive part of this year, which is going to be seen around the middle of the year, June, July. And then moving towards the end of the year, you've put in so much work. We've got the Temperance, okay? You've put in so much work. And as you can see, this individual, again, not gender specific, is kind of hanging by some string and just doing, and is so complacent, and mountains may be significant. You may have retired or traveled to the mountains. You may have had your baby by now towards the end of the year, and there's something that is significant to mountains. But this Temperance energy, along with that 4 of Wands, is just like, you know what? I'm going to do my thing, and I am just hanging out. I'm hanging around. I'm good. Right. And, you know, this individual is pouring wine, and I did mention some of you have started the year sober. But I don't see it as a problem. Okay. I just see like you're sipping your tea and you're happy. Okay. Going back to this pile 1 here towards the beginning of the year, we've got Legends. Learn from those who inspire you. So there's definitely, you can see this individual, maybe it looks like there's an elder that could be helping you, that could be giving you, some, you know, serious knowledge in how to move forward this year, and perspective of how to look at life when life sometimes just doesn't provide everything that you expected it to. Okay. And that, I love this so much for you. Celebration, let go and have fun. So yeah, it's like that's what I was saying in the beginning, this fertile idea, whether it's conceiving a new child or starting a new business, or, you know, retiring and traveling the world. It's really a reminder to just let go, you know, dance around all the animals, dance in the woods. I keep hearing dance in the woods naked, which is very, you know, it might relate to some of you out there, but in that whole theory of like just letting loose, okay, and really letting nature take its way. And then we're ending with the peacock here, towards the end of the year. Raise your standards. So it's, you know, I think that this is correlating because this is one of the last cards before we draw your animal spirit card. This is relating to overall, you know, going into this year, we start with balance. And then the last card that I pulled is raise your standards. So it's like really saying you are worthy of everything that you know you deserve, okay? And to stop being walked on, if that is the case here, and to really just do what makes you happy. Have that temperance energy where you are just like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out. I'm good. I'm happy. I've got my family. I've got my friends. I've got whoever your tribe is. And it's like, just know your worth in that, okay? Okay, let's see what we've got here. So I've got these beautiful medicine cards. They are, it is one of my new decks that I was just gifted by my mother-in-law, and they are all about animal spirits. So let's go ahead and see what the great animal spirits have to say. And that one just keeps flying out. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels. I'm truly grateful. We have got number 28, the armadillo. 2 + 8 is 10 when you reduce it. Beautiful. And then 1 + 0 is 1, the armadillo. Let's go ahead and open the book and find out what the armadillo has to say. Number 28. I don't know if number 28, if you're turning 28 this year. They just said to say that number 28 could be significant. But we did, you know, 2 + 8, 10. Reduce that down as another 1, which we started with a lot of synchronized 1s here. So we've got the armadillo, boundaries. And I'm just going to read this out of the book for you before we end. Armadillo, armor all my boundaries. Teach me my shield. Reflect all the hurt so I will not yield. Exactly. This year is all about reflecting and finding that balance, right? The armadillo wears its armor on its back. Its medicine, a part of its body. Its boundaries of safety are a part of its total being. Armadillo can roll into a ball and never be penetrated by enemies. What a gift it is to set your boundaries. Exactly. Raise your standards. What a gift it is to set your boundaries so that harmful words or intentions just roll off. Your lesson is in setting up what you are willing to experience. If you do not wish to experience feeling invaded, just call on armadillo medicine. A clue to how to proceed is to make a circle on a piece of paper and see it as a medicine shield. In the body of a shield, write all that you are desiring to have, do, or experience. Beautiful. It's kind of like a manifestation. So you're going to draw a circle on a piece of paper, and then you're going to write down everything that you desire, have, do, or experience. So go ahead in the comments below, write down and claim what you desire to have, do, or experience this coming year. So include all the things that give you joy. This sets up boundaries that allow only certain chosen experiences to be part of your life. These boundaries become a shield that wards off the things which are undesirable to you. Excuse me. The shield reflects what you are and what your will is to do, what your will is to others on an unconscious level. Outside of the shield, you may put that you are willing to experience by invitation only. I love that. Did you hear that? So comment down below what you want your boundaries to be, right, for the year ahead, okay? And then next to that, write down, where did I go? Oh my goodness. Outside of the shield, write down by invitation only. So for example, a visit from a long lost relative or criticism from friends or people needing handouts. So you're letting in, okay? Write down what you desire for the year, what your boundaries are, and then by invitation only. If armadillo has waddled into the cards you chose, which it has, we've got number 28, armadillo. It is time to define your space. What did I just say? Raise your standards. Have that balance. Okay. You may have been too willing to let your home become a bus station. And that's where that home comes in, guys, okay? I'll keep going. So if armadillo has waddled into the cards you choose, It is time to define your space. You may have been willing to let your home become a bus station. You may find that you cannot say no, even when you know that you will have to cancel plans to be obliging. This routine can get old in a hurry. It may be time to ask yourself the following questions. We've got 3 questions. Let me make sure. 4 questions, okay? Okay. Maybe time, you guys listen. Maybe time to ask these questions. Number 1, am I honoring the time I need for my personal enjoyment? Am I honoring the time I need for my personal enjoyment? Number 2, do others treat me like a doormat? Number 3, why do I always get upset when I'm taken for granted? And number 4, is there a reason for my being yes? Is there a reason for my being a yes person? Okay. All of these answers to the questions relate to setting up boundaries. Exactly. Raise your standards, set the boundaries, right? What you will do and won't do, what makes you feel uncomfortable and what is comforting to you. How you react in any circumstances has to do with your ability to be objective. You cannot be objective if you cannot tell where the other person's personality stops and where yours begins. Excuse me. If you have no boundaries, you are like a sponge. It will seem as if the feelings in a room full of people must be yours. But ask yourself if you are really feeling depressed or if this feeling actually belongs to the person you are talking to. Then allow Armadillo's armor to slice in between, giving you back your sense of self. Oh, I love this so much for you. Okay, so this is all about setting boundaries, which we started with balance, right? And we ended with the raise your standards. So armadillo medicine right here. Again, you could write it down on a piece of paper, comment down below what your boundaries are for the year ahead. All right, and what you're going to allow and not allow. All right, I'm very curious to see what some of your boundaries are, because this whole reading has been about really flourishing as independent, the beautiful independent soul that you are, and really having and discovering how happy you truly can be and that you will be this year. Okay, pile 1. Oh my goodness, I love this reading for you. I love these 2024 predictions. And I do weekly drawings per each astrology sign. So I do all 12 astrology signs. So if this is something that you enjoyed, go ahead and push the like, subscribe, and that little bell, and it will notify you on my next reading. Until next time, I'm going to go ahead and close this reading. I'm sending you all so much love and light for the year ahead. Love and light. Namaste. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Divine Intuitions. And welcome pile number 2 for today's and this coming year's 2024 predictions. So if you find yourself here, go ahead and accept why you were gravitated towards pile number 2. Something in this pile gravitated you here. You are not here by mistake. You are here for a reason. So let's go ahead and take a moment to really absorb the questions that you have that you're looking for the year ahead. Okay, this is a big year that we have. It's the year of the dragon in Chinese culture, and we are moving out of a cycle of, extremely difficult times. Not to say that everything will be perfect, but let's go ahead and see what pile 2, your predictions for the year 2024 has in store for you. Now take what resonates and leave the rest behind, as much of this will resonate with many and some will not. So let's go ahead and get started with my oracle deck. Here is for pile number 2, already flying out cards. We've got a major arcana starting off the reading for 2024. Number 21, the universe. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see what else Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels have to say in regards to pile number 2. What do these beautiful souls watching today need to know? What kind of messages trying to pop out? Let's get one more card. I'm going to go ahead and pull all of your cards as we move forward. I hope everybody is doing well out there, and I hope this year brings everybody happiness, and it looks like it's absolutely going to be doing that. Thank you, Spirit Guides. True guardian angels, I am truly grateful. That is absolutely amazing. So we are starting off with major arcana energy. We've got the universe, we've got the heart chakra, and we've got the 2 of cups. So there are major changes happening and taking place in your relationship here, okay? I will go ahead and show you guys all these cards once I pull the rest. So we've got some major changes. They said that's too many. One fell out. There's some major changes happening in your relationship this year. I feel like 2023 may have been like the precursor for really like dating a lot and trying to figure out who you want to invite into your life for this year to come. Okay, let's get one more. But this reading, pile 2, definitely gravitated towards you because there is lots of love coming into your life. And you are in love. And you've been waiting to be in this divine partnership for a long time is what I keep hearing. Thank you, spirit guides. I'm truly grateful. And whether or not you have been in this relationship for many years or is just something that came to fruition as of last year, I see this finally getting to the point this year where marriage will be involved, some type of commitment, maybe moving in with each other. And if you have already been together, then you guys will be possibly traveling together is what I'm seeing, and or really empowering your relationship further than it's ever been. Okay. Yeah, you definitely are coming to one of the peaks and the climaxes in your relationship. Okay. I'm going to keep drawing and then we will continue on here. Pile 2, just give me a second. We've got 3 more cards to pull. And at the end of this reading, I will be pulling a medicine card, which will state what your animal spirit has to say. Okay, so stay tuned till the end of this. I just got this beautiful book and deck of medicine cards from the 1980s that my mother-in-law gifted me. And it's all about this animal spirits. But what do we have? What does pile 2 need to know in regards to 2024? Spirit guides, guardian angels, what kind of messages do they have? And overall, this energy that I see is the year to come is going to make you so happy. This is really positive energy. Let's see what else we have. Okay, they said to stop. Yeah, we've got vacation. Pick your battles wise. Opportunity knocks. Okay. Whew. All right. So lots of powerful energy from you, pile 2. Okay. So I feel like you have gone through a extremely gratifying year this last year. It brought you all of the ups and lots of downs, but towards the end of the year, you really finally got to see yourself for what you know is worth, right? What your life is worth. The challenges you have the universe in your hands. So we're starting the year out really, really strong. Okay, so with this universe card, it seems like fate has finally come to you in the manner of a relationship. Okay, now go ahead and comment down below if this resonates with you and who your partner is. Is it a new partner? I see for a lot of you, this is a new partner and or it's somebody that you've been with. It's like one or the other, or somebody you've been with for a very long time. They are finally, I'm getting the message of there may have been some mistakes that happened last year. If this is a longer relationship that you are both mending and have been trying to mend. And I see those relationships mending because as we move towards the middle of the year, we've got the heart chakra, okay, number 4. And it's all about, number 4 is all about planning. And that's why it's like, if you've been together for a while, you are definitely mending your heart chakra. You guys are still in love together, not gender specific. When I say guys, it doesn't, whoever you are as a being, you will find yourself in love again or in love with this new partnership. Because right next, look at all this green. I just want to show you. Right next to it, we're ending this year, towards the end of the year, with the 2 of Cups, spiritual union, okay? Right next to that heart chakra. And again, you know, with all of these three together, the universe, the heart chakra, and that spiritual union, I feel like this is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. This is somebody that, you know, when you look at them, you already know what they're saying or thinking or doing, which can be quite overwhelming for that partner. I see you being a very intuitive individual, and this person either being the same or being totally opposite, or being totally opposite. Like, how did you know that I was about to say that, right? Like, who are you? Are you even real? Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, them being at a loss for words, right? It's like that congestion in my throat. I can't even get it out. They're like, who are you? Like, is this too good to be true? And it's not, okay? So this relationship that you have, that you've manifested and or that you are mending, is going to be at its all-time high this year. We've got vision. I give you confidence in your divination talents. So this vision that you have, it could represent not only with this partner, but maybe you and your partner have or met over something that has to do with work. There's a vision, there's a business idea that you guys have been trying to manifest here, okay? Because with this vision, we've got this individual, again, not gender specific, really sitting there, and it's just meditating and manifesting this vision. It could be just this life of love that you have wanted for some time, okay? And as we go on to the middle of the year, we've got number 20, spirit of water, return to the source of the feminine for purification. Okay, so something in regards to water, you could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or this could just be taking that time that is going to be to the Bahamas. I don't know, they're saying Bahamas, some type of water indulgement this year, okay, to purify yourself, to have that boost your spirit. I see this little whale inside of here, and you know, the whales are all about strength and rebuilding, okay? And then we've got number 33, the art of rituals. Practice rituals to re-enchant your life. Exactly, and that's right underneath this lover's card, right? The number 2, this 2 of cups. We've got this, the art of rituals, okay? And again, it says practice rituals to re-enchant your life. So this could be a clear message for those of you who have been together for a long time and really trying to do, and that could be that vacation or going to some type of body of water where you and your partner of many, many years, you could be retired, and the water is significant because you're going to take a trip or move somewhere like Florida, somewhere hotter, somewhere with a beach, right? And ending the year, it's really reminding yourself to continue to practice the things within your relationship that are going to continue to make you stronger, okay? Let's keep going. We've got the Hierophant. This is starting in the beginning of the year. I'm going down each row. We've got the Hierophant. You are kind of like this peace out, right? I've got the universe. You are in this energy of, you know, I'm going to find the people that love me, or I did find somebody that loves me. And anything that doesn't serve me, you know, is no longer welcome into my life. We've got the Crow. I don't know if a crow is significant. We've got a smiley face. And we've got, you know, these things that we've got the keys. So yeah, you finally are realizing that, you know, what the people and the things that are just superficial are just not welcome here anymore. And going on into the middle of the year, we've got the Fortitude. I don't know if a cat is significant or if you will be getting a cat this year. But my Fortitude cards, I've got 2 of them in my deck, and they are like the cherry on top. So this is just signifying middle of the year. You're going to this body of water, something has to do with water, and you are going to be so just in this chill mode. You're going to be in love. You're going to love your life. You're going to love your partner. You're just going to be so... You know, I'd like to compare, if you're Sagittarius, Sagittarians are just so go with the flow, and like, that's like your vibration going towards the middle of this year and towards the end. Okay. And then we've got the Moon. And as you can see, this individual is just hanging out like, you know what? I'm going to gaze at the stars. I'm going to, just like I was saying, you're kind of just so content, finally, and you have been throughout this year. And so you could end it on a swing, just gazing at the stars. This could be, you've got this little crab on the body of water. If you are retiring, or if you are somebody that moved to water, this is how you're ending your year, on a beautiful beach, gazing at the stars. I love this so much for you. Okay, and yeah, vacation. It says take time for relaxation and adventure. So this is coming to the end of the pile 1. So in the beginning of the year, this is, like I said, there's some type of move, there's some type of vacation, as I can see with the body of water. And right now, going into this year, you realize that you want to go onto your magic carpet, and you want to take that ride to wherever that magical place is. Okay. And into the middle of the year, we've got this confrontation card. So pick your battles wisely. Through the midst of all of this love and happiness and just like contentment, there's always going to be these little hiccups, okay? There's always going to be somebody that has to say something, that wants to say something, that just can't keep their mouth shut. And it's like, you know what? You can just, I hear my spirit guides telling me they are not worth your energy, okay? Pick your battles wisely. Remember who you are. Remember how far you've come this coming year, okay? And all the work that you have put into this divine human being that you are. The last card. So we started with the universe, and the last card here is opportunity knocks. Go for it. Okay, so it could be just you looking at where around the world that you want to live. You've kind of got this globe, this orb saying, I see myself in the mountains playing a flute. That's so random. But I do see water on the horizon, because in this, there is a little creek, a little river looking symbol. But yeah, ride the Pegasus high. Ride your Pegasus high, okay? Opportunities will come. All right, my beautiful pile 2, let's go ahead and end this session with a medicine card. I've got my animal spirit deck. Let's go ahead and see what animal spirit guide has to say for your year to come for 2024. Thank you, animal spirit guides. I am truly grateful. What does these beautiful human beings watching need to know? What kind of animal spirit is guiding them through the year 2024? Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels. What kind of animal spirit is guiding this beautiful deck for these beautiful people watching today? I said take that. Number 33, the weasel. I don't know if 3 is significant to you, but 3 plus 3 is 6. We've got the weasel. Animal spirit, the weasel. So let's go ahead and find out. I've got this beautiful book my mother-in-law gifted to me, and I absolutely love this. This is from the 80s, so it's all the original animal spirits. Let's go ahead and see number 33, stealth. Ooh, weasel, weasel, weasel. See, you're stealthy this year. You're just like cruising, riding the wave through. And that could be what the water signifies as well, is you just riding the wave. You've got this very translucent energy that you're riding through this year, okay? So let's go ahead and read. It says, weasel, 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 who's in the hen house now? If I were to ask you, you'd say it was the cow. Okay, let's keep going. Stealth. Weasel has an incredible amount of energy and ingenuity, yet it is a difficult power totem to have. It is not without significance that ermine or weasel pelt is worn by royalty. Weasel ears hear what is really being said. And that's what that confrontation, pick your battles wisely. That's where I heard that like gossiping, right? So let's keep going. Weasel ears hear what is really being said. This is a great ability. Weasel eyes see beneath the surface of a situation to know many ramifications of an event. This too is a rare gift. Exactly. So you hear the nonsense. You are very intuitive. You know what's going on. The chief sent Weasel to the enemy camp to smoke them for power. What are the medicines of the enemy? The chiefs asked Weasel upon its return. Weasel never failed to give an accurate account of the enemy's numbers, strengths, and weaknesses. It was Weasel who tearfully told the original people of the coming of the white boat people. These brothers have strange new medicines, said the weasel. They will tell us to live the way we do is wrong. They will confuse us with their talking bark. Excuse me. They have stolen thunder from Skyfather and placed it in their weapons. They have no respect for the animal brothers and sisters, and they make their thunder speak to the animals and kill them. They will make the thunder speak to us also, and their numbers are too many to count. And these white brothers will steal everything from us but our spirits. The great shadow of the ravenous bird of death has fallen over the people. So it really sounds like the weasel is like all about trying to communicate and seeing and hearing what other people are doing around them, okay? Let's keep going. Weasel fur changes color with the season. Silent weasel has many lessons to teach you. Weasel could confound great spirit, picks great spirit's pockets, and then leaves great spirit contemplating the divine navel. If this is your personal medicine, your powers of observation are keen. You seem to be saying, leave me alone and I will do the same for you. You might even look a bit guilty at times due to what you know from observing life. You may be a loner hiding yourself away from others, or perhaps even a recluse. You are a powerful ally to have in any business organization, since you can see what the competition is doing. People make a great mistake in sizing you up since they do not immediately see your powers. But the first time they try to outsmart you, they will soon learn your intelligence is greater than your own. Look to weasel power to tell you the hidden reasons behind anything. Some people are put off by weasel medicine, talent, and abilities, but there are no bad medicines. We all have power, or we would not be here to heal Mother Earth. Perhaps if you have weasel power, you could use your secret gifts for the good of all. Observe who or what needs attention or a solution and offer your assistance in your own quiet or discreet way. So yeah, I think that, you know, through all of the nonsense, I feel like this is something that you had to deal with in the last year, right? And with that said, they're asking me to draw another animal spirit. I feel like the weasel spirit was your 2023. Like you heard everything, the nonsense people were talking, because this entire spread that I have for you right here today is really all about a beautiful, calm vibration. Now, it could definitely signify that intuitive nature that I was suggesting. Please, spirit guides, guardian angels, if you would please kindly give us one more animal spirit card. And they did. Number 29, the badger. Because I feel like moving forward into the year 2024, let's go ahead and see what Badger has to say. Is definitely something of the sort of, pull right to it, aggressiveness. Until you reach your goal, know the inner power that lives in your soul. So yeah, I feel like going into 2024, this aggressiveness is definitely like you're over it. You hear what people said. You've got that weasel energy. I'm going to sneeze. Give me just a sec. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. If the badger pushed its way into your cards today, it may be telling you that you have been too meek in trying to reach some goal. Badger asks how long you are willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver your silver spoon. I see. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry, but in a creative way, and say, I won't take it anymore. You must follow up by keeping your eye on the goal. Honor the healing process as you express those inner feelings. That is much more what suits this reading, okay? I feel like the weasel is something that you've always got. Like maybe you do. Maybe there is something that's like, you know, going on and you're hearing all this nonsense. And that's why the pick your battles card came up. But definitely that badger energy is like, you know, just cruise on through. All right. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels. And I just hope the best for you all. I see it here. Go ahead and comment down below if you are and have just met somebody new and that you are taking it to the next step, and or if you've been in a long-term relationship. If you like this reading, I do astrology readings, all 12 signs every week. So go ahead and click the subscribe button, that little bell, and the like button. Thank you so much, Pile 2. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and close your reading. Love and light. Namaste. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Divine Intuitions. Welcome, Pile 3, to my 2024 predictions. And if you have found yourself here today, I welcome you with beautiful open arms into my safe space. For whatever reason, you were drawn to Pile 3. So there is something in this message for you today. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But you are not here by mistake. You are here for a reason. So go ahead and enjoy this reading. And at the end, I will be pulling a very special animal spirit card to sum up your year ahead. With that said, Pile 3, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my beautiful oracle deck. I hope everyone is doing well into this new year. We are 3 days in, and let's see what we have for Pile 3. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what kind of messages do you have for the beautiful souls watching today in regards to the year ahead? Now, the year ahead is the year of the dragon. So there is lots of powerful development happening all around. Last year started fresh, and then it kind of moved into the state of, just out with the old and with the new, it's kind of like that repetitive nature. We're starting the new year fresh. What are the resolutions? What do you have in mind that can change you? What things drove you nuts? Spirit guides, what other messages do we have? Drove you nuts that you can fix, All right, here we go. Let's go. I'm going to get all your cards and then we will keep going. We're starting the year off with the 4 of Pentacles. We've got something that disrupted you on a level. It could be there's something that's going on in a relationship with you this year. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to keep pulling. Thank you, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Let's see what's going on with Pile 3. What kind of messages do you have for Pile 3? We've got, oops, is that 3 cards? Nope, that's 1, 2. What kind of messages are going on with Pile 3? Thank you, I'm truly grateful. You, Pile 3, have been through the ringer, okay? So you've been through the ringer this last year, and you're going in and you're definitely going to be fixing some things in your relationships with a lover and or just somebody, they're saying a sibling, something about a sibling. There we go. Thank you, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Something about a sibling is definitely bringing some stuff to the surface. How would you like to receive? Okay, they said take all 3. We're going to leave those right there. Yeah, okay. Pile 3. This is a big year for you. What is going on here? Got some couple more cards. And let's see what kind of messages do we have for these beautiful souls watching for 2024. 2024. Can you believe it already? Let's see what we have. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you're coming out of a time that was, it may have gotten pretty dark for you towards the end of this last year, okay? But I do see moving into this year, you're going to be doing a lot of problem solving and a lot of sorting things out, okay? So let's get started, Pile 3. All right, we are starting with the 4 of Pentacles. So this year is starting out really in hopes for this firm foundation, okay? Now, I don't know if the mountains are something that signifies, that resonates with you. Maybe you live in the mountains. Maybe you're taking a trip to the mountains. But all you want going into this new year is for a foundation of abundance and love, and just like you're yearning for just to be like, have a day without somebody just causing you chaos. I feel like my body feels like there's a lot of chaos coming out of 2023. And just because it's a new year, that, that was 4 days ago. We're on the 3rd already. Doesn't mean that you still don't feel it. New year, it's still, just a couple days ago. You're still going to feel these feelings, okay? Because, moving on towards the middle of the year, after, you know, trying really hard to have and achieve this firm foundation, we've got the Seven of Swords. So this deception and envy is still really just somebody hurt you last year or just in the last several months, to where this person is going to try to come back and continue to do the same thing. But what I see here is you've moved on, especially by the end of this year. You've moved on into this Two of Cups energy, this spiritual union. And I think that this deception and envy is coming in because whoever you left behind just recently or plan on leaving behind, like, you know in your heart that this isn't going to work out, because this could potentially be a relationship that you're still in that you know deep down isn't working. Okay, so let's keep seeing. But towards the end of the year, you know, and really throughout the whole year, it's that you don't have a negative energy throughout this year. You have something that is residual, that is trying to bring you down, but you are no longer going to let that serve you. Okay. Yeah, we've got, and it looks like, so this is right underneath that Four of Pentacles, that firm foundation. We've got number 23, spring, a time for renewal, step into uncharted territory. So this is saying and suggesting, my spirit guides are saying that it either around the springtime or right now is time to spring into action to, again, let this person go, move forward. There's something that has been really driving your mind, body, and soul down, and it's time to spring into action. Okay, so that could mean that, you know, in around March is when you finally get the guts to, you know, say, you know, this is no longer working. This is no longer serving us. I love you, but, you know, what you did is uncalled for, right? And then once this is happening, we've got the number 1, the inner connection. I bring you the medicine of togetherness. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at this absolutely gorgeous card. I bring you the medicine of togetherness. And that is, for me, I see this, right? Like you've met or you're going to meet somebody that really brings you this just like divine happiness. Like there's not even, you know, when you meet them, you're just like, I am in love with you and there's something about you. I just don't know what it is, that I know we're going to be together like for a really long time, if not forever. And yeah, exactly, the Heart's Wisdom. So this card was kind of hiding underneath the other deck. I've got lines of decks here. And the Heart's Wisdom, listen to the call of your heart, your guide, and love. And this is right underneath the spiritual union. What did I say? Like, if there's something that you're just like, I don't know how I found you, but I found you and I'm leaving a really difficult situation. And you are exactly what my heart has been yearning for. Okay. Oh, I love this. Out with the old. You're done. And yeah, this, we've got the Death card. Now, don't be wary of this. I see this Death card as like this old relationship. Maybe this past partner is somebody that drank and smoked a lot, because you are like, you're so over it. Again, if you haven't left this relationship, I'm sending you strength and healing and like, but this is transformation. The Death card is all about, you know, really, I mean, as you can see, attacking it head on, right? Like you're done, you're over it. This is in the beginning of the year. So I'm going beginning, middle, and end, beginning, middle, end, like this flow that you have. And this year is all about, you know, the change that is about to happen. Like you are going to spring into action. Okay, my beautiful souls. Oh, yeah, not only do we have the Death card, we've got the Magician. So there's something that they're trying, this partner that you're trying to leave behind is like, you know, baby, come back. You know, you can blame it all on me. But look, you've got like pockets full of all their toxic traits, right? You have like a whole jacket full of like why you're not going to stay with them. Okay, and that's why this Magician is coming in. We've got, right, it's right underneath the medicine of togetherness. Like at this point, come the middle of the year, you are going to just know that you're done. Like, I think that you know that now though. Okay, and this is where 3 cards dropped out, okay? So this is going in towards the end of the year. We've got the Temperance, the Tower, and the Hierophant. And what I see with this is you know, with the Tower, a lot of the times it's things must fall in order to build. And I definitely see that with you here, is like something really gnarly and nasty is coming to an end. Although it may have provided you with beautiful memories here and there, it just is to the point where, you know, you're done. Okay, so we've got the Tower, the Hierophant, and the Temperance. So with the Hierophant and the Temperance, right, you've got the Tower in the middle. You can see that the Temperance is just hanging out, dangling by some strings, but is super complacent. And then you can see with the Hierophant, this individual, not gender specific, is like, peace out. Anybody that doesn't serve me anymore, okay? Like, look at this. And this is all underneath the end of the, towards the end of the year, that spiritual union, finding somebody. And you're like, people that try and come back at you, done. No, bye. I'm no longer serving your like magician energy. Like, you're trying to bribe me and do all these things. I don't know why bribe came back, but it's not worth it anymore. Okay. So let's go ahead to the final 3 fairy cards. Yeah. This starting the year, this is whole trend. You want a firm foundation. You're going to spring into action. You've got the Death card. And then that's right underneath that is the Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. You've got this individual just kind of sulking and like seeping into the land and with the sword in their heart, and just, you're ready to come out of that. Okay, pile 3, you are ready to come out of that. And from that, we've got the confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. And that's right underneath the Magician card, okay? So it's like when this person comes back and it's like, baby, 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 you know, no. The pick your battles wisely is solely to remind you to not get sucked in to another argument that doesn't serve you, that goes in circles and circles and circles, okay? And to maybe call up somebody. There's telling me like there's an elder in your life. It could be a grandpa, some type of elder figure. And this is the Legends card, the learn from those who inspire you, okay? Is calling up a significant elder. I mean, they could be just a couple months older than you. Somebody that is very wise, and you know who I'm talking about, right? And call them up and see what they have to say about, you know, hey, I finally feel like I have the courage to end this, or I ended it at the beginning of the year. Whenever this takes place for you this year, there is an ending that's happening. You know, really console in this elderly figure, okay? And everything's gonna be just fine. Like, you have that no F's energy, and you're done, and you're gonna find somebody so divinely linked to you that you're just gonna be in awe, because I feel like you've felt it and you've known this. When you're listening to me, I feel like you're like, I have felt this way for a long time. Who is this person, right? Let's go ahead and end your 2024 predictions with my beautiful medicine cards deck. I've got all of these animal spirits here in my hand. Let's go ahead and see what animal spirit has to say for you in the year of 2024. We've got 3 that flew out. How would you like to receive? They said to look at all 3, pile 3. Okay, we've got the raven, we've got the horse, and we've got the dog. Number 16, 35, and 14. So there's definitely lots of loyalty happening, right? The dog's all about loyalty. Let's go ahead and read about these 3 animal spirits. It's so interesting that 3 came out though, okay? Because I feel like you needed more than just one animal spirit. I feel like more than one animal spirit, which we all have, you know, our 9 totem animals, which if you're interested in getting a reading to find out what animal spirits are around you, it's quite amazing. And this is a new deck that just was given to me, and I just did mine. So the link is in the bio. But let's go ahead and see what these animal spirits have to say. Number 16, the raven. Let's see what the raven has for you, beautiful soul. Give me just a second. There's the dog. Let's go, raven. Are you passing me? You're passing me. Said, oh my gosh. Okay. Magic. The raven is magic. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this for you. Okay. If you have chosen raven, magic is in the air. What did I say? Do not try to figure it out. You cannot. That's what I'm saying. You like, bye. to that person. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. You will recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth. Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit? Or will you limit the power of the great mystery by explaining it away? No. No. You were just like, that's what I'm saying. You're ending the year like talking to that elder, right? Could be this animal spirit. It could be just like, just saying, you know what? I'm letting it go. Beautiful. Let's go to 35, the horse. What is the horse significant for you today? Power. Beautiful. Yes, you have the power, which is what I felt this whole time. Okay. So let's see. It says, in understanding the power of horse, you may see how to strive for a balanced medicine shield. True power is wisdom found in remembering your total journey. Wisdom comes from remembering pathways you have walked in another person's moccasins. Compassion, caring, teaching, loving, and sharing your gifts, talents, and abilities are the gateways to power. Exactly what I'm saying. Like you are such a beautiful soul, and you've just encountered negative energy for some time, and it's like they're just saying it's time to share your talents. It's time to move on and let go those people that just don't serve you anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and see number 14, the dog. I love, it's all about loyalty, and this for me, I'm already hearing loyalty for yourself, right? Yeah, loyalty. What do you know? That is literally the headline here for the dog. Okay. So let's see. You can also see dogs that have had the loyalty beaten out of them. Exactly. And I hope and I pray that's not the case. If there is physical abuse, please reach out for help and call people. Do not put up with that. Okay. The cower and cry at the slightest look of disapproval, but this is not their normal nature. Some varieties of dogs have even been trained against their natures to be brutal and vicious. Out of a sense of service, these breeds have adopted the attack-oriented desires of their owners. They carry an altered genetic memory of what service means if they were to be approved by their masters. Exactly. Like there's something so awful that has been with you this past year or past couple years that needs to be let go. Okay. Dog medicine asks you to look at how readily your sense of loyalty is countermanded by your need for approval. So there's something where they've got you. Okay. If you have pulled the dog card, there are several questions you need to consider depending on the situation about which you are asking. There are 4 questions. Number 1, have I recently forgotten that I owe my allegiance to my personal truth in life? Number 2, is it possible that gossip or the opinions of others have jaded my loyalty to a certain friend or group? Number 3, have I denied or ignored someone who is trying to be my loyal friend? And number 4, have I been loyal and true to my goals? Number 4, have I been loyal and true to my goals? Pile 3. Please type down below what your goal is for this year, okay? Comment and see, and then come back in a year and look at this video again and try and reflect. So make sure you're saving this video, you're clicking the subscribe button and clicking the like. You can save this and download this to your phone or computer, whatever you're on. But this is all about really standing up for yourself this year, okay? And I see really beautiful things coming if they're not already happening. So let me know if this resonates down below. I normally do all 12 astrology signs weekly. So go ahead and check out my page. And I do hope that this beautiful year to come, it just serves you just the most beautiful, abundant, healthy life. All right. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and close this reading. Until next time, love and light. Namaste.